This is a historic day in the city of Portland, and I know a bunch of you don't live in the city. That's all right. As the economic engine for Oregon and some of Southwest Washington, this is still worth paying attention to. Today is the day the city soft launched its new government structure. Who the players are and what it means for the future, that is our big story tonight. Portland City Administrator Michael Jordan sent emails to employees today, and the big one says, today we officially launch the 6-month countdown to a new to Portland form of government and take a crucial step in preparing for this historic change. It's historic because Portland has run its government one way for more than 100 years, and that changed this morning. Instead of having elected politicians involved in running the day-to-day workings of the Bureau and the departments, which, kind of led to silos and a lack of cooperation outside of their little bubble, well, now they are out of the mix, pretty much hands off. Instead, Mayor Ted Wheeler has taken control of all the bureaus and departments, grouped them into 6 main categories, and put similar bureaus and programs together there. Each of those 6 will report to a deputy city administrator who reports up to Michael Jordan at the top, and then Jordan still reports to Wheeler. That is what Portland city government officially will look like on January 1st, so Jordan convinced city leaders to start experimenting now, 6 months early, to work out the problems. Last week, Shoshana Oppenheim, the transition project manager for the city, explained the goal of starting the experiment early.
Our North Star for this project is setting the incoming elected officials and administration up for success. That we can build a culture of continuous improvement, and that they will have the opportunity to make the next round of improvements to the city operations.
Now, as part of the change, the administrator, Michael Jordan, announced today that Annie Von Berg is now the interim assistant city administrator. She will also oversee 4 programs, including Portland Solutions, which is designed to focus on the homeless issue. Von Berg worked for the Bureau of Environmental Services and led the city efforts to clean up the Willamette River for the last 9 years. The city had already announced the 6 deputy administrators who will focus on the 6 general areas. Here they are holding a sign for their area. From vibrant communities to public works and budget and finance, city operations, public safety and community and economic development. That's the administrator, Michael Jordan, there in the middle.
This is my 40th year in public life, and I can't imagine a better way to finish a career than to be able to be a part of what I consider to be maybe the biggest governmental transformation in the state's history, not just the city's history. And so it's an incredible honor to be able to fill this role even on an interim basis. It's been said the goal is pretty simple. Our job is to deliver an effective operating government to a new set of elected officials on January 1st of 2025. It sounds simple. Achieving that is a little more complicated. There are a lot of moving parts. It's a big organization, and I am here today to welcome some partners in doing that.
He was talking about those new deputy city administrators. We thought it would be interesting for you to briefly get to meet them. They all come from inside local government, and only one, Jonas Beery, has worked recently in the private sector. Okay, here we go, starting with Jonas.
I'm Jonas Beery, the city's Deputy Chief Administrator for Budget and Finance and the city's Chief Financial Officer. The Budget and Finance service area includes teams of centralized business professionals that provide citywide enterprise financial services, support, and policy direction.
My name is Sarah Morrissey, and starting July, I will serve as the interim Deputy City Administrator entrusted with overseeing the City Operations Service Area. I like to think of city operations as the backbone of this organization, and we are providing essential services to every bureau across the city to ensure they are able to deliver programs and services all Portlanders rely on.
My name is Mike Myers. I am the new interim director, new interim deputy city administrator over the public safety service area. This is my 38th year in public safety, having begun my time in Las Vegas, Nevada as the fire chief there before coming to Portland as your fire chief and also your emergency manager. I have a strong background in managing complex 911 centers and have worked closely with law enforcement partners for my entire career.
Okay, so there are the first three: budget and finance, city operations, and public safety, which includes police and fire. Here are the other three.
Thank you all for being here. I'm Sonia Szymanski, Deputy City Administrator for the Vibrant Communities Service Area, which includes the city's new Office of Arts and Culture, the Portland Children's Levy, Portland Parks and Recreation, and a support services team as the engine at its core. So much of what brings people to Portland to visit or to live and keeps them here, keeps us here, is in the spaces and the connections made possible by this service area.
My name is Donnie Oliveira, and it's my honor to serve the City of Portland as the Deputy City Administrator for the Community and Economic Development Service Area, a service area which aligns programs focused on building prosperity for all of Portland.
I'm Priyadana Paul, and I'm honored to be the first Deputy City Administrator for Public Works here in Portland. What a privilege to be a part of this new and exciting era for the city. The community has been my home for many, many years, and our neighborhoods, the culture, and the unique characteristics that make Portland has shaped my journey as a first-generation immigrant, as a woman, as an engineer, as a mother, and a dedicated public servant.
So there you go. Those are the folks now running the City of Portland as of today, along with their boss, Michael Jordan, and his assistant administrator, Annie Von Berg, all of whom report to Mayor Wheeler. By the way, they are all interim and can be replaced by whoever becomes the new city administrator in 2025. This group was picked by the elected city council members or the mayor.